What is up, budgeting besties? My name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Mag channel, where I am documenting my six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with a virtual private practice, also working a part-time job, along with my husband, who is a welder. Together we are a family of 7, 5 children, two adult children, 2 seniors in high school, and 1 fifth grader. And we are documenting our six-figure debt-free journey with monthly budgets, weekly budgets, and debt updates at the end of every month. And if that is something that you feel like you will be informed and inspired by, be sure to subscribe to my channel to get at least 2 videos per week. The goal is to be out of this six-figure debt in 3 to 5 years, 3 being the push goal, 5 being the stretch. Today's video is week 5 budget, so we will get right into it. Alright, so this is January week 5. It started January the 25th to January the 31st. Because there were 5 paychecks in this month, I did make 2 additional principal payments on the Honda and on the mortgage, so that was good. This week, the income for week 5 was $1,000. The planned income was $1,000 from my part-time job, $40 from a side hustle. I do hair on the side on occasions, $800 for my husband, $900 for me. The actual income was $1,214.58. I did actually get the $40. I don't know why that's not recorded. I think because I didn't log it. My husband actually received $810.16, and I received $936.67, which brought my income to $2,961.41 plus the $40, which I think would take it right to $3,000. Yes, $3,004.41. So we go over to savings. The savings for this pay period, the routine savings, $50 in my savings account, which did get deposited, $50 in my husband's savings account, $25 into our Christmas fund, $10 to my son, the Christmas fund did not get the $25, sorry, and $50 to Ashton, and then $80 did go towards Valentine's Day. And I'm not sure why I must didn't document all of this stuff. So I am gonna go in and try and do that. I did. Yeah, okay, so it is there. I do need to do my savings because it did go through. Okay, so the planned savings was $50 to my high yield savings account, and that did get deposited. I have my savings with Ally. The rate for Ally is 4.25%, and there is a link in the description box below. If you sign up with that link, I will get $250 and you will get $250 after your first deposit. So that link is in the description box below. My husband did get his routine $50. I got $10 in my M1 investments account. $50 went to savings, but that is the routine $50. It was not an additional. $10 to my son and $50 to my daughter. And then we did put the $80 in the savings account as well. So the planned savings was $300, and we actually did save $300. We move over to bills, and bills this week really busted our behind because some of the big bills come out this month. At the end of the month during this last week. So we had $275.12 for Wells Fargo, and that actually did come out. We had $330 on our utility bill. That is a budget bill, and $330 did come out. $16.54 for Netflix, and that did come out. Our insurance was quoted to us at $522.11, and that is for 6 cars, and $525.37 did come out. And then we got our routine. We had to pay our routine child support. We only have 3 more weeks of child support payments, and then that will be rolled over. We are discussing if we want to roll it over into our snowball or if we want to give ourselves that $50 in spending money, but haven't quite come to a decision. The planned bills was $1,243.77, and the actual bills was $1,247.03. We move over to expenses. We did not do any grocery shopping. We had planned $150 in groceries. We only spent $8.58, again, because this was a very tough week. We did not get gas. I did not need gas, and my husband did not need gas because we filled up in the previous week. So that got $0. I did not do any beauty maintenance. My son did not get his hair done. We did not have any money for toiletries or household. We did, however, eat out at $28.22, and we tithe we had planned to tithe $170, and we ended up tithing $128.95. So we did also have a miscellaneous fee, which should have been recorded. And that was $39.01. That was an expense. And it was Walgreens medications. So going back to week 5 again, and then we put $80 aside for miscellaneous, and we spent $39.01. So we had planned expenses of $795. Our actual expenses were $204.76. And that's really because we just did not have the money. We move over to debt, and the planned debt for this pay period was $41 to my husband's PayPal, $40 for Delta American Express, which has a $0 balance, and that was put on the Carnival Barclays card. And then $250.20. And in actuality, we ended up putting $838.46 towards the Barclay card out of my part-time pay period paycheck. $72.47 towards my Hilton American Express. $41 on Wheels PayPal. And we actually paid $432.38 towards Honda Financial, and I will explain how that happened in my debt update. So $331.20 was supposed to go towards debt, was planned to go towards debt, and we actually were able to put $1,384.31 this pay period on debt. So we go over to the budgeted versus the actual. The planned income was $2,500. And the actual income was $2,961.41. It was actually $3,004.41. The income saved was planned at $300, and we actually did save $300. The income spent is the combination of bills and expenses, and that was planned at $2,038.77. And we spent $1,451.79. Debt that was supposed to be paid off was $331.29, and the actual debt was $1,384.31. That would have left us with a planned balance of a negative $169.97, and the actual planned balance was negative $980.22. I will say we weren't overdrawn $980.22, but we definitely were overdrawn. Like, we were really scraping by this week, and so I'm glad to be on the other side of that. We go down up to the breakdown. 44% of our income for week 5 went towards debt. 6.5% of our income went towards expenses because we really could not afford any of the extra stuff. 39.8% went towards bills, and 9.6% of our income went towards savings. So that is good to see. Then we go down to our spending log for this week. So we have my husband's income at $810, and then we paid a debt payment, my part-time income, my tithing, a debt payment here to Hilton American Express, a debt payment here to Honda Financial, another debt payment to our Target debt, which is Carnival Barclays card, $330 to our utilities. So a lot of the spending we did this week was really what we could have, like everything that needed to be spent or paid. $250 towards my car payment, and that's paid in weekly installments. Then my paycheck, all of our savings. We did eat out. I ordered pizza last Friday, and that was $22.95. I also ate at Bojangles for lunch, and I was supposed to swipe my business card and swipe my personal card by accident, so I just left it. And then again, bills. We did go to the grocery store. We got like the bare necessities. I think some eggs and a thing of apple juice just to get through the week for breakfast. And that came up to $8.58. Again, bills, savings, and then I had to get some medications. So no frivolous spending in this pay period. This was really a bare bones budget. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that when I do my payday routines for my part-time income, I emphasize that none of the income from my part-time job is to be used to cover any household expenses. And I have really been standing true to that, which is part of why we had such a difficult week this week. I also will not take any of my part-time income to support any of my household expenses. So, while I could have taken $150 and went to the grocery store out of my part-time paycheck, it went solely to debt, and we were still able to manage. I was still able to cook breakfast for my kids every day last week. And we ate from home 4 out of the 5 days last week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we did eat out. Wednesday, I cooked Thursday, and then we kind of just fend for ourselves on Fridays. So, still did good. So we were overdrawn, but we were only overdrawn by like $300, I think. $100 came out of one savings account. $250 we were overdrawn, and it was just covered by overdraft protection from this attached savings account. So, and then we were able to put it back once we got paid this following week. So this was a really robbing Peter to pay Paul kind of week, and it happens for us like that at the end of the month, again, because some of the bigger expenses come out, which is why I was able, and I may consider breaking down Geico to weekly installments as well, so it doesn't continue to be such a big issue at the end of every month. So that is it for budget 5.